Hi guys, it's Emma, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then nice to meet you. Welcome to the chaos. I do all things music related on this channel, so everything from your basic cover videos that are mostly just there to show people what I sound like if they want to book me to play at their party or whatever, to recording style stuff, songwriting challenges, production-y style-y videos are all what I plan to make more of in the future. And this is the first of those sorts of videos really, those proper I am an audio bro kind of videos. I'm really excited about today's video because I am literally making one of the classic audio bro style videos. You know the audio bros. It's the guys on YouTube who teach you how to do all things audio engineering and production and mixing and stuff. And I am trying to embrace my inner audio bro as I learn more about the craft. And one of their classic styles of video is to compare what an untreated room sounds like in comparison to a treated room. What do I mean by an untreated room versus a treated room? The audio bros would know, but for those of you who don't, I'm talking about acoustic treatment. So acoustic treatment is what you do to a room to make it basically sound more dead. You're putting up different types of panels, usually absorber panels or reflective style panels, and the purpose of these panels is to either absorb or reflect certain frequencies, certain sound wave frequencies that we don't want building up or reflecting off of the walls too much. So you do this for two reasons. One, it makes recordings sound better when you're recording stuff. And two, it makes things sound better when you're listening to anything that you have recorded that you're trying to mix it in any way. It doesn't sound better so much as it sounds more accurate. So actually a recording in a dead room isn't actually going to sound better to your ears, but it will when you come to edit it later because it's going to sound more like a true sound of what you're trying to record. Sometimes you're not going to want that. Sometimes you will actually want to record in a space that isn't treated for a specific reason. Like you might want that natural reverb sound you get in a church, in which case you're going to go into a church which is not remotely acoustically treated. But everyone always talks about the acoustics in a church being really nice because that natural reverb you get is really nice, and sometimes that's what you want. But most of the time when you're doing professional recording, you're going to want a room that has been deadened, because the less you have to try and take out in the mix later. Like if you record something that is pretty dead, you can always add reverb to it, but you can't take it away really once it's on there. Once you get good at hearing for doing EQ and stuff like that, you're going to start to hear those harsh little frequencies that are just the room resonating at you. And the more of that you have to take out, the harder it then is to shape things nicely with EQ as well. Because if you're having to dip loads of frequencies out because they're all ringing out horribly, then you're slowly going to start to thin out your sound quite a bit. And you might be losing other nice frequencies in the person's voice because you're trying to take out a harsh frequency from the room. So the more you can make your room a bit dead in popular recording, the better. That's what I've been trying to do with this room over the past few months. It was supposed to be a really quick job at the start of the year, but it wound up taking me quite a while to actually finish doing this, but hey. No, instead I had to do about 10 trips to B&Q to get this right. Other DIY stores are available. And those of you who've been following me before this, you will know that I've been slowly rejigging this little home recording space that I have that I'm using. And one of the things I talked about doing to improve it was that I was going to make my own acoustic panels, and I also made my own makeshift vocal booth out of an old wardrobe. I'm now at the stage where my panels are finished. They've turned out alright in the end, you know, after the 10 trips to B&Q, they've turned out alright. But yeah, I've now finished those panels and they are ready to go up in this room. But before I installed them, I wanted to record this for this video because I wanted to do one of those videos where you compare what the space sounds like untreated to what it sounds like treated. So I'm going to do some recording in this space now. And then I'll go away and I'll come back another day and I'll put my panels up and I will do a recording of the same thing in the treated room. I'm going to do it all with just one mic, this guy right here. Currently the only condenser microphone I own, well not true, I do have a USB condenser mic, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, I should get on with the important bit of this video then, and record some guitar and some vocal in here. So I'm going to go do that. Okay, hi again guys, welcome back to my new studio. I say new studio as if it isn't the same room, and it's not really a proper studio, is it? It's a little home studio, but you know, same difference. Point being, you can probably hear the difference in this room based on just the audio that you're hearing right now alone. Like, as soon as I put these panels up, I heard the difference, so I'm sure you guys can hear the difference too. But yeah, all of my panels, all of my nice, I'm stroking one you can't see that, I'm going to stroke one that's in shot. All of my nice homemade panels are all up. Just to talk you through what I've done. I've got 3 main big acoustic panels that are up on the wall behind me at the moment. Still got my trusty old mattress propped up against the wall on this side as well. Just because it makes sense to leave it there. It's acting as another acoustic panel, basically. Obviously, you can probably see there's also a bass trap in this corner. I have made also a big movable acoustic panel, which I shall show you here. It is, I think, the most glorious thing I have ever made. I'm very proud of it. And so there isn't much point putting anything else on the other walls in this room, because that panel basically is going to move around to try and cut down the size of the room as much as possible whenever I'm doing any recording. And already I can hear the difference in here from this acoustic treatment that I've done. But we're gonna test the difference properly. So let's do some guitar recording, shall we? Okay, that's everything recorded. So I shall now play you guys a little snippet of each of the versions for you to listen to. If you really want to hear the difference here, you're probably gonna want to listen on headphones or like proper speakers. You might not be able to hear the difference just off like a phone speaker or a laptop speaker, but let me know if you can even hear the difference off that, because you never know. So please, don't be so patronizing as to tell me the pain builds character. So please, don't be so patronizing as to tell me the pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interesting for all the times I've been hurt. 'Cause I am not more interesting for all the times I've been hurt. So please, don't be so patronizing as to tell me the pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interesting for all the times I've been hurt. So please, don't be so patronizing as to tell me the pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interesting for all the times I've been hurt. But yeah, I have proper acoustic panels up. Obviously, when I actually do vocals, I will be doing most of my vocals in my vocal booth. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a video of me comparing what it sounds like when I record vocals out here to what it sounds like when I record vocals in there, because I think that's probably going to sound different as well in terms of the acoustic treatment, just because that is a much smaller space. If you have any questions about how I went about putting together my acoustic panels, if you want me to link any tutorial vids that that I used, especially if you have like a question about how I got that into the corner or how I made my big panel, because I know that those are two things that I just sort of worked out as I was going, and I will keep you guys posted about the next updates to the studio when they come. My Buy Me a Coffee people will be getting a special video this week, just sort of an update of the journey with the studio so far type video. If you aren't already a member of my Buy Me a Coffee, then it will be linked in the description below, and if you want to support me as a musician in general, you can also just send one-off donations on there, but if you join the membership, then you get exclusive content. If you enjoyed this video and you're new here, then please do hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, like, all those great things, and if you'd like to know what I'm getting up to when I'm not doing so, well, this is mostly what I do, but if you would like to see more of me doing silly shenanigans in this room, and the various other musical pursuits that I have going on, then do follow all of my socials. They are all linked in the description below. As always, I just realised that I'm sort of swirling my finger around off camera, which isn't. They're in the description below. That's all from me for this week, guys. I shall see you guys next week with another video. I have no idea what yet. I'll figure it out. See you then. Bye!
Palm Beach. I waste too much